This is the rising sun as usual. Behind me right there is the sun that rises to bring life on the planet, and without the sun, that means our crops don't grow. That means we have no food, and it also means that we do not exist. So we have to be grateful for that sun that rises up each morning to serve our planet with energy. And we have in the recent years seen the encroachment of deserts on our lands, and it has really been a challenge managing the conservation programs that are turned towards the climate change to help us make a change. This time round, we are even asking for climate justice, where people will have to pay their dues in terms of climate actions that they never took, so that we can take the necessary actions. Well, we are not late, but still we are not early. I should say right here that we are right on time, and all we need right now is an urgent movement. It's an urgent radical actions that will lead to this planet being saved again, if our dream has to be achieved. In any case, otherwise we may end up conserving the environment, planting trees, going green, and one morning or just one day when the sun is at the middle, the sun just goes boom. Yeah, that would mean we never got the message. We like Terence McKenna says, it means we didn't get the point, whatever we were here for. And in anything, if you are here during these times of crisis, it's hard, I know. It's hard to survive in a world that's almost in a terminal crisis, and the power structures are crumbling. Our religions have proven to be insufficient, and all these models of the dominator culture, including the education system, including the governance, has failed completely. That's evident everywhere. You see graduates every morning wearing smart and tucking in their shirts and little suits right there and ties. They have gone to the streets, and it's not for the job they have gone to. Sadly, they have gone to look for some. Looking for job is really a very difficult job, and especially looking like this and asking for a job would be very difficult. Why? Because that hair already is a defiant to the expected norms, for they want you to shave it clean and be all neat and be ready to serve and be enslaved. Well, that's not a good idea for free people. You want to be looking for that space in which you can be truly yourself. You can really get to experience and be aware of the moment as it unfolds magically before you. And now They want you to work for them. They want you to enforce their ideas on people that you influence inside those organizations. They want you to buy their ideas and literally sell them, or if not, consume. And why not? Because that's what we have been bred to do. We have come a long way, and we have sadly been programmed that much is all we need to be happy. Well, this morning I tend to say that the less the better. Yeah, having gone through the system, it's time again to look at it from this other side and connect the dots. And remember, you can always connect the dots looking backwards. It's when you take your time to look backwards that you notice that, oh yeah, those dots, this and this connects to that, and that connects to the other one, and the other one connects to the other one, endlessly, in an endless cycle. Alright, so it has been too much about this morning, and as you know it, the world is changing, really changing, but I hope it's changed for the better, you see. And if it has to change for the better, it means therefore that we as individuals have to change our minds, and we have to change how we think about many things, including the reality we experience in the moment. Yeah. And if we have to do that, then we have to be free. We have to be free to experience with some of these plans that have been made illegal for no reason at all, for a reason that would have been for the dominator model to make it easy to exercise their powers over you, making you powerlessness, making you not think for yourself. And well, it's time that you can freely explore. If it's not done in your country, then you can find countries in which it's possible, because I now don't see any reason not to experience with some of these things, because they are really eye-opening. They open us to the possibilities that everything we know is wrong, and who knows what's the truth, what's the reality. What we have right here, it's something you can, anything that you say about it is wrong, and I don't want to put myself in that position of knowing what it is, but maybe together we can find out whatever it is that reality is all about. But these ideologies we have been pushing for thousands of years, for hundreds of years, this information that we have been fed directly from the dominator culture is coming back to us and affecting our psyche, our mental. We are now facing mental challenges more than ever. We have psychological issues facing our youth. We have suicide. We have violence. We have, in other words, what we have been consuming is consuming us now. Look at us. Where are we? We are in the middle of chaos. We are in the middle of a war. We are in the middle of a very chaotic situation here. And what might help us, I don't know if it's take them all and hang them, or what should be done, where do we go from here. And so it takes courage actually to speak in a time like this. It takes courage to act in an informed manner. And with the rise of the internet and the global communication culture, there's no way that you can act in an informed manner in such a time, because if you continue as you have, it's because you're making a choice to continue in that situation. Otherwise, Muvadi KE right here is giving or is presenting a point worth exploring, and in any case, it has to be you, the individual, who is diving deep into the oceans of lies to find the truth, or the ocean of truth to find the lies. No, you want to empower yourself. You want to and make your dreams come true. You want to really be aware of the present moment. You want to really experience life as it unfolds before you, not as it did for some other people thousands of years back, but the experience in the here and now matters. You matter, you are important, and you come a long way for this. You didn't come here just to like fit in a society, fit in a culture that limits you, fit in a culture that lies to you, fit in a culture that's about to make you a mindless consumer of things that you do not need. So here we are again in the middle of nowhere at the rooftop. That's the ocean right there, and we can just breathe for a moment, for this is it. This is all we have wanted to. We have worked hard so far to come this far, and if this far means a dream come true, or it means a video being done like this one to just help someone, I don't know. I agree, moments like this come so rarely, and to just watch the sun rise, to just watch maybe the sunset when you have time. But who has time for that? Who has time? Who has time? Who has the time? Why is the time going? Time is flying, but where is it going? What if the idea of time was just a mental constructions and just a limit? The other day I was listening to a monk who had that kind of a bell that they ring, and once you strike it, it goes like follow along that bell, and it's like suddenly time has stopped. Time has begun to flow backwards, and it's like your thoughts also stop. And when you can really get your thoughts to stop, when you can really conceive no notion in your thought, about what's happening, and you are there almost like a kid or like a baby. Not that your mind is empty per se, but your mind has let go of the judgment of the situation and people and things that are happening around, and you realize a sense of oneness with all, a sense that is also quite deep inside of you, and it is not controlled by time, by what time it is, by where you are. You have come suddenly to the present moment, a place that you are supposed to stay there and cultivate that, whatever that means to you. A place where you can create from there. Of course, it's possible to create from the present for the future. You cannot create in the future. That's just a point in the projection of a point in the human mind towards a linear progressing time. And moving to the past is that we can't also create in the past. It's already created, like everything is here in the present. And when you can really look at the present in that way, and only when you can visit the past and the future only as a guest, and you begin to see some linearization of time here. Time stops moving around the clock, and time begins to move somehow in a kind of spiral path, in which it moves this way, that way, in all directions, or at once. Your mind has now become calm, even as the sea calms down, so that a full moon reflections can be seen on the surface. All I say is that you can come to the present moment at will. You can come here whenever you want to. Know you can stay here at the present and refer to the other points in time only for brief moments, so that you can apply that knowledge. It's knowledge that you have learned in the past. It's knowledge that you may need to apply now in a place of work, where you work doing your job. And then the future that's only in your mind, it's mental. It can be imagined, and you can pull the finest creations of your mind, the finest castle or the finest thought, and then move ahead to create it in real time, because everything is created in the moment. And there are interesting books that you read, and all of a sudden it's like you are in this world as a character in the novel, and at the same time you're the writer also, the author of that novel, and you can keep switching positions as long as you know it's a game that you play. It's a story that you are a part of, and you can take responsibility of your actions, responsibility of your thoughts. That way we can avoid trouble. Yeah, basically you can avoid a lot of trouble if everyone was aware of their own doings, their own thoughts and actions, moment by moment, and that would lead the world into somehow a peaceful existence. For we have fought for so long, and war is not good, my friends. You have all seen raped women, hungry children. You have all seen homeless people, not to mention destruction of properties and cities that took so long to build. You see, our ego has led us astray. Our ego has rendered this planet almost lifeless, but I'm grateful to those few voices rising up and spreading some news. I don't know if I would call them news, but spreading some information that might help to shed light in these dark situations that we are having. A lot is going on, a lot is happening worldwide, but when the winds of life blow, I know we shall talk again. We shall be right here. We shall be experiencing the moments together. So feel free to ask any questions that you have. I wouldn't want this is hard to say, but I wouldn't ask one to follow me. I am not the best guy to follow, as you can see. But if the content, the kind of content I create helps you grow, helps you see some sense out of the world of information, so then be it, and feel encouraged to take life by the handlebars and take it wherever you wanna go. So peace throughout the day, have it fruitful, and be blessed.